Hello everyone, welcome to another t-shirt design tutorial. Today I am going to make a design like recreating this design, but in this one I am going to show you how to create a silhouette from any image, and it can be detailed like this. This is not a very good example, but if you learn this technique it will help you create complex silhouettes. So I'm going to use this image as this is a side view and there are some peoples on there, so I can make them like this. Design is saying I don't always drink at noon, but when I do I am on a pontoon. So thing is I can make them holding some drink bottles or glass, especially this guy. I love him, so I can make him hold a beer bottle or something like that. So that is the reason I picked this image. You can search like pontoon side view, you will find tons of different images like this. You can choose or you can take anyone you like, which one you want to use in your design, or you can use some kind of these images too, that is without any kind of, like this is the 3D view of a real boat. You can use them to make your own silhouette anyway. So that is not the point. So point is I'm going to create a detailed silhouette here, and how to do that. So first step is I'm going to just reduce the opacity a little bit, maybe 70 to 80%, then lock this layer. So I'm using a shortcut, but you can go to object and then lock, inside lock. Okay, so object lock and then selection, that will make the selected object lock. So this is how to start. And for this one here, this boat here, like as you can see, this is a big shape here. If I just ignore all the details, so this is just a big shape and I want to make a design for that. So first step is I'm going to take my pen tool and I'm going to make it in a stroke, not in fill mode. So in with a stroke style I'm going to just draw some random shapes from here. So I'm just going to follow whatever I can see. So like this, I'm not using. Okay, so in this one I will show you one more tricks that I use to, like that I use when I use pen tool. So as you can see, I am not going to use any kind of curve here. So I'm just going to follow whatever I can see just by eyes, and then okay, so everyone sees by eyes anyway. So I'm not following this curve, I'm just using this straight shape, and don't worry about that, that is totally fine, we can fix everything. So you can see here should be a curve, but I didn't use any curve there. I'm just going to make a simple shape like this, and you can see here is a seat gap here. So maybe in that side, that direction, there should be another seat gap too. So I'm just going to use this one here, something like this, maybe one here, then like this. And then for this part I'm going to go in that direction, and then it is coming straight from here. Then here is a curve, a little curve, but I will not follow any curve. I'm just going to make it straight and then come down straight here, here, and then I will just join it with this one. So something like this, and then here. Okay, so as you can see, this is the big block shape. So if I make it in fill color, this is what I draw. And of course this is not matching with my board. So for fixing those curve area, I am now going to use my curvature tool. So with curvature tool I am not clicking here. Clicking will make a existing point, like make a extra point on that area, but do not click, just click and drag, and that will make that curve for you. So that is good. So like this area I'll just click and drag. I can also modify the direction I want, so something like this in this area maybe, and that is good. And this shape does not, it doesn't have to be very perfect, just anything you can see that there is obvious curve, you will just draw a curve there. So that is it, that's it. Now this is the main block shape, that is fine. And for this area I will just draw it. So first step is understanding the image. So in this shade there are four clumps, like one here, on here, then another one in the background, then another one in this area. So what I will do here, I am just going to, like, this one is connecting with this area, so let's draw that. Then this part is connecting somewhere here, draw that. Then this one I'm going to draw here, another one from here. So here is a, okay, so this one should not be here. Okay, let me fix it first. So this thing is, it is not going to be here, this is this part, so it should be somewhere in that area. So maybe here, then maybe a little bit gap here, then maybe another one here, something like this. But let's not do it in this way, let's make it like this. So that is how it is looking right now. Don't worry, I can select it with my direct selection tool to make a little curve there, that is fine. And then I'm going to again take my pen tool. Don't worry if it is exceeding the area, just keep it like this. So that is it. Now for this area I'm going to draw a shape here, like same with my pen tool. And then this one I'm going to join it there, then bring it here. Again I'm going to join it here, then bring down, and that's it. It doesn't have to be very perfect. So this is how it is looking right now. I am ignoring that details there. So now I will just draw a straight line there, a straight line maybe here, and then another straight line here. Just don't worry about the curve, as I said. We will, or if you just, if you're obvious that this is a little curve, you can make it easily, then go for it. And of course this is the best way to make those curves. But if you are a beginner and pen tool is not very favorite of you, then you can use this technique to make complex shapes easily. Okay, so this is how it is looking right now. And if you need to fix any area, you can select that with the direct selection tool to make that round. So this is, that's it. Now these areas, these poles, it should be a little bigger than the rest of it, so I am going to make it a bit bigger in size. That is totally fine, don't worry, just expand them. So go to object and then expand, so they will become fill colors. So this is my shade shape. I am going to press shift X will make it fill, and as you can see, this is how it is looking. And if I make this one fill, so this is how my overall boat is looking. And that's why accessing this area was not very important for me. So that's it. Now for this area, there is some details in the boat, as you can see, like the 3D shape of it. And for making some people stand there, I need to make some areas here. So I am going to first of all selecting this shape. I'm going to now make it fill color. So when it is in fill color, we cannot see anything. So let's turn down the opacity light really low, maybe 10 to 20. Let's make it 20%, that is fine. So when this is in 20%, maybe a little bit more, 30%, that is fine. So when it is in 30%, I'm going to open transparency, and then I have to change it to 100%, but it is not affecting that shape. I'm just, whatever I will do now, it will be in 100% opacity. So let's take my pen tool. So first step is understanding what is important here, like what is the, where is the shape that is making it 3D. So you can see this is coming in this way, so that is a option. It is making it 3D, then it is going in this direction. So let's do that. I'm going to make it somewhere like this. I'm just drawing some random shapes, and then it is going to go in this area, something like this. I'm going to make it, this is the joining, so I'm going to make it a little down here. Then maybe I'll go up, and then I'm going to come back to this area, this opening area here, and then I'm going to go there in that direction. So whatever it is happening here, if you are not understanding, let me show you. So if I come back to surface layer and then select this shape, make it 100% transparent, so you can see we are making those area transparent. So that's how it is going to give us that 3D look. So let's do it again, 30% or maybe 40%. Anyway, go to transparency, but make sure here you make it 100% opacity, otherwise it is not going to be 100% transparent. So that's it. Now for this area, this is the same thing I'm going to do here. So from here I'm going to, okay, let's do it step by step. So I'm going to make it a shape there, then this shape I want to make it come to this area. So I'm going to press shift to join it with my pen tool and then come to this area. I'm going to create a little area there just to come in this area. You can do it in a many different way, but this is my favorite way of making a detailed silhouette, because in this you can really see what is going on and which detail you want to keep, which one you don't want, something like that. So this is how it is just being the details of our graphic. So this is the part where my people will standing in that direction, so I need to create a separation area here, like this part, the front part of the board. So how to do that? I'm going to take my pen tool again. So in this one I'm going to make it this way, then maybe in this way. Okay, so I'll just create a little gap here just to show that it is a different set, something like this. And then it is in this way. I'm going to make this gap of the board, so just coming in this way, here, then here, and then for this area I'm going to go to this way. So something like this is going to be okay. Now as you can see, this is a fill color. If I select it, it is a fill color. If I make it in a stroke mode, I can see what is going on. I can make this stroke smaller or bigger. Now in this direction I don't want it to just end here, I want to make some twist, so I am going to make this area smaller in size. So that is really good. And if there is any area you want to make it like bigger, you can do that. If you want to make it smaller, you can do that too. So it is just up to you. So again in this area I want to make it smaller, just like this. And this part, this middle parts, I want to make it smaller, maybe this one a little bit bigger, but that's not important. So that is it. So this is how I'm making that separation area. Now that is fine, let's expand it. And then here is some more details that you can see from here. So these are some details of the board, like we can draw them too. So okay, so first step is drawing this rods here that is holding the, like in the back of the seats. So I can simply do that by just drawing a line here, one line here, and then another line here. It doesn't have to be very perfect, just do it in any way you feel right. That is it. Now for this area I'm going to I'm going to take my white tool. I'm pressing, okay, so sorry, I'm pressing shift W for white tool, and with white tool you can do this. Okay, so I think that is too much, too smaller, something like this. And that is, now I'm selecting this, and then let's make it round edge. So that is good. Now that is fine. Now here you can see there is some extra area, so you can just draw a rectangle here. And for this one I'm going to just draw a shape like this, and then I'm just going to bring that shape here. So that is the details of that part, and it is good. So here is one more detail I need to draw. So I'm going to draw it in this way. Okay, let's make it a stroke. This is not really important, but these are the details of the board, so if we can keep them, that is good. Okay, and then here is a separation part of the color, so we can use them too, so that is fine. Now for this area I wanted to make it round, just because this area is round. Okay, so maybe this one too. Okay, so this is how it is looking, and don't worry how it is looking right now, it will look good. So this is the breaking point, this is the separation point anyway, and this is the drawing of that board, that is some style, so we can keep that too. By I'm just going to take my this I'm just going to take my pen tool to draw some random shapes like this, just to match it with my that shape. This is no this is not really important, you can just skip this, but yet if you can make it, that is also of course fine. Okay, so not like that in this area. Maybe one here, and then I will bring it back to this area. That is fine. I'm just going to make it a bit bigger in size. Of course I can apply this kind of stroke effects on that too. So this is how it is looking. Now select everything, whatever is inside this transparency, make sure they are all expanded and in fill color, and then make sure that fill color is black and of course in 100%. Then come out of the transparency, make it 100%. So this is how it is looking right now. This is how my board is looking, so I don't need that one. Let's see if there is anything we need to do. I'm just taking a copy of that one, so you can see this is how it is looking. This is not very perfect of a kind of silhouette, this is not a perfect kind of silhouette, but yet it is with some of the details of a board, so that is fine. Now for this one I'm going to add some people's holding, like they're chilling with beer or something like that, as the design requires. So this is how it is looking. Now if you need to add some more details to the shape, we can do that. And like, so this is a separation part, let's do something here, and you can see this is going to make it a separation there. So here also same thing, I'm going to make it a little separation here. This is not important, but of course you can always do that, so that is fine. Now the important part is, if you can keep them here in transparency, no problem at all, or you can cut them and then come out of the transparency. Now select this original shape, press Ctrl F, that means paste in front, and then again press shift and select this one. So now all those shapes that you draw inside, that is selected, and our original shape is selected. Okay, so let me show you. I'm going to make this a group, then I'm going to change the color so that you can see it properly. So you can see all the blacks we can see right now, that is what you draw inside transparency. So I'm going to select everything here except this. So now I have this red and black selected. Now press alt and click on this minus front, so that will erase some whatever we pasted on top, but it is not done yet. Like, this is in editable mode right now, so if you double click here, you can now modify it, you can change the direction of it, that is like transparency. But if you select this one, you will find the option to expand appearance. So if you do expand appearance, that will make it cut out effect, that means that effect is gone, it is no more editable. So whatever you can see here is just solid shapes, no effect on it. So I'm selecting everything and then I'm making it black. So that is what I wanted to create here. So this is how it is looking right now. Let's make it a group, and then for this area I'm going to, you can search like this, drinking silhouettes, you will find different images, like, of course, not like these images. I want some crazy looking, not crazy like this one. This is a really good one. So this is of deposit photos. That means that can be copyrighted. So let me search on free pick if I can find any free ones. Of course, there should be some free graphics. Okay, so there is not very good style silhouettes here in free pick, but that's fine, no problem. So first step is I am going to, okay, so these are the style I wanted to use in this one, in this image. So not something like corporate drinking with suit and other stuffs. I wanted to use that kind of images like guys drinking in shorts or something like that. So let's just use this one for now. And this is a, of course, this is a copyrighted image, but this is not going to be the main design part of my this graphic. So, and of course there is one more way, and that is drawing this one like this guy. So I'm just going to, I can simply draw it like this, but it is already going to be a very long video, so don't, I'm not going to do that here for this one. Okay, so I don't know, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so that's 5 finger. Anyway, so you can just draw it like this, but that is going to take too much time and I want to finish this video. So let's use this for now. I'm going to image trace them just to take the silhouettes out of them. Now this sometimes it happens that this is in a very smaller size, so it is losing some of the details of the design, but that is totally fine. Expand it. I'm going to take my magic wand to delete those details here, and now I will bring some more silhouettes here. Okay, sorry. So beer bottles, so this is how what I wanted. So I'm going to use some of this. I need some bottles and some glass. So this is what going to work for me, not that one. Okay, this one will work for me. So this is another image that is also copyrighted of 123RF, but let me show you. So let's make it silhouettes. Now these are very small details of my design, and this is not going to, I'm not going to use them as they are. I'm going to combine them with my other graphics. So that's how you can use them if you really need to use, and that is fine. So this is the image that I wanted to use in this one, because that bottle details is no more visible, not too much bigger. Okay, so that's fine. And then for this one, okay, so maybe not that much bigger in size. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm going to ungroup it so that I can group these two. Now that is my own image. Let's use it here. Something like this. So when someone is standing on a pontoon, it should be like their half of half of them are visible. So it should be in that style, not too big, not too small. So that's fine. Now I will bring one more here. Maybe this guy is sitting here. I will reflect to make it make the transition, make some changes in the position. That is fine. Now here is one more guy. I really like this one, so I just wanted to make it look like this is sitting here and drinking. Okay, so I will need this graphic here. Don't worry about how it is looking right now. Okay, so I'm not very good at drawing, but here should be the sorry. So this is how it is looking right now, and that is not very good. I will maybe take a look how it looks. So yeah, this guy got some facial details, so let's use him. Don't worry, I'm not going to copy him. Anyway, okay, and that's it. I don't need all these details here, so just something like that will work for me, and that's it. So let's make it group a bit bigger in size maybe. So that is looking good. Now I need a female because I wanted to make it look like a they are having some good times like party. So one can be this one, not in that style, maybe something like okay guys, so I find this one and this is not very good but it will work. So I'm going to use two of this, like I will use on from here and maybe I will use this one just to give it a look like they are having some good time or like partying. So this is another image that I wanted to use, and then this two. So maybe this one is looking a bit smaller in size, so something like in this area will work for me. Now this one, okay, not that one, let's use this one. So I wanted to use this one here so that it looks like she is sitting there, and this one here, and then of course I'm going to use this one here just to make it look like a she's holding it. So that's it. Now this is how I wanted to make them, just to give it a feel like they are having good time or something. So let's unite it and then I'll use this part of the graphic that is not what I need here. So of course for this one I will use that, and then for this guy I will use this one, and then this one. Okay, so thing is these are not very clear to see here, so I what I will do is I will select them. I'm going to create offset path for them a little bit, not 10 pixels, something smaller, then cut it. Now this is a group, this group, and if I select this group, open transparency, press Ctrl F, so it is going to look like that. That means it is going to make some separation area, and that is going to look like it is they're sitting there and drinking or something like that. So that's it. Now this is going to be my main graphic for this design. Now all this I did for just making a simple graphic like this is sometimes we don't find graphics, or we cannot use graphics because our client said that they need original works. And of course for making a original works you need to learn designs like this, like using pen tool to create some detailed graphic. Okay, so here is a little problem you can see. I'll just fix it real quick. I don't need that part, and that is good. So sometimes we don't find proper graphics, we need to make graphics, so then you can make it like this. And other times you can, there are tons of, there are thousands of pontoon here. If you search like pontoon bed, sorry, boat vector, you will find thousands of different graphics, but they are all pre-made, they are all someone else's work. You can take them, use them in your design, that is fine, but that is not original. Or if you need to make something original anytime, then this is the way you can work. So I wanted to finish this design today, but I will do it later. So that's it for today's video, I think, and I will upload the design process later. So this is for the pen tool tutorial. Thank you for watching my videos, guys. See you in the next video. Have a great time. Thank you, everyone.